incredibly superb brain of these celebrities who are Eistein-level genius. A lot of the celebrities that have made this list are movie stars that have wowed us with their superb talent and flashy image. The list we have compiled here is recognizing these superstars for their incredible intellect and unbelievable score on the IQ test, intelligence quotient. It's rare that we find a star that has the talent to make a career on the big stage. But these stars were likely the most talented inside their classrooms as well. What all of these stars have in common is that X-factor. They have multiple talents and skill sets, and they are gorgeous aesthetically as well. With stars like Natalie Portman, it's likely the last thing she needed was a high IQ to lure in her fans who were already obsessed with her. She's incredibly talented, and she happens to one of steamiest stars in the game currently. If you're someone who prefers a beauty that has brains, then this article is likely to lead you right in the direction you're looking for. These individuals have such incredible intellect that it's likely Albert Einstein himself would be impressed. It's one thing to be an incredible actor, it's one thing to be incredibly good looking, it's another thing altogether to have all these qualities as well as being incredibly smart. It's safe to say that these individuals have been blessed with incredible genetics across the board. As we take you through this wild ride of incredible superstars who have the intellect that all of us would die for, it's important to remember that these X are considered to be the upper echelon of even the most staggering of IQ scores. These stars' intelligence is likely unrivaled by 99% of the population. They all have what is considered to be genius level X. Without any further ado, let's go. 1. Natalie Portman. IQ 140. Natalie Portman is widely considered to be one of the most beautiful talents in Hollywood. She's also got one of the most beautiful brains as well, at least according to her IQ. She boasts a 140 IQ, which is absolutely astonishing for any human to possess. It might help once you find out that she graduated from Harvard, but even Portman has admitted that even so many years removed from her outstanding marks at Harvard, she still struggles with feelings of unworthiness. It wasn't enough for Natalie to be the beauty, her brains defy odds that are almost unparalleled with any form of academic success. For gosh sakes, she shares an IQ very close to a guy named Albert Einstein. Ever heard of him? 2. Alicia Keys. IQ 154. If there was a stark correlation between musical ability and a savage IQ score, Alicia Keys would likely be the first person one would think of. While it is certainly a correlation between people of intelligence to be good at an instrument, there's no way the data would be so strong as to profess that one who plays piano would boast an IQ of an astonishing 154. Alicia Keys was her high school valedictorian at the young age of just 16. She briefly attended Columbia University but left and pursued her music career full-time, which has seemed to do quite well instead. Some people get all the talent, and not just that, she's drop-dead gorgeous. We supposed it's a good problem to have, dropping out of college even though you could probably finish top of your class, only to boast one of the most decorated music careers of all time. We can't make this stuff up. 3. Kesha. IQ 140. This one surprised us quite a bit. Maybe it was the stigma of the ditzy singer, or the dumb blonde jokes, but this one really attacked us out of left field. Kesha reportedly got 1,500 on her sets, which is a remarkable score, and she reps an IQ of 140 or higher, which is astounding. To put that in perspective, an IQ of 140 suggests that the individual possessing said IQ is a part of the 99.6 percentile of the world. Yes, Kesha is that smart. Like other stars on this list, she never completed college because she just happened to be an incredible vocalist and made her career and subsequently her life from her talented voice and stage presence. Kesha is certainly an anomaly in terms of her brain power, and she has made quite the name for herself on the stage as well. 4. Sylvester Stallone. IQ 160. When one thinks of Sylvester Stallone, one probably imagines Rocky getting beat senseless in a boxing ring while mumbling and uttering almost illiterately, "Adrian." When you think about said character bleeding and screaming random hyperbole, it's likely that one thinks of someone who isn't very smart. Well, think again. Sylvester Stallone has boasted that he wrote the Rocky script in just 3 days, which is impressive in its own right, but it's not hard to imagine someone who is as smart as Albert Einstein could conjure up such a script in such a short amount of time. We imagine you will likely never look at Sylvester Stallone the same way ever again. We know that we sure won't. Sylvester Stallone might be getting old and falling out of his usually incredible shape, but we bet his sharp brain is just as sharp as ever. 5. Cindy Crawford. IQ 154. Cindy Crawford is an American model and actress. She's a little older for the younger demographic out there to remember, but she is kind of like the modern day Gigi Hadid if Gigi Hadid had one of the most remarkable brains around. Cindy Crawford boasts an IQ of 154, which is absolutely off the charts. Cindy Crawford is the epitome of Beauty and the Beast, and by beast we mean she's talented beyond our wildest dreams. In 1995, Crawford was named by Forbes as the highest paid model of all time. Of course, this was a while ago, but the numbers are still staggering. To put it into perspective, she was once the most famous Gigi Hadid, with brains of Albert Einstein. Pretty incredible, isn't it? 6. Lisa Kudrow. IQ 154. Phoebe from Friends might have been the dumb and ditzy blonde who popped her head in from time to time for her astute comedic value, but the actor of Phoebe in real life couldn't be a more stark contrast in comparison. Lisa Kudrow has one of the highest IQs on our list, and she is by all accounts one of the most impressive minds on our list. She is a college graduate from Vassar College, and get this, she even conducted research on the clinical symptoms of headaches. So every time you wake up and have a ringing in your cranium, emailing Lisa Kudrow's agent might not actually be the worst course of action, although a simple Advil might suffice. Lisa Kudrow is one of the most impressive on our list, not only academically speaking, but also her presence as an actress and voice model. 7. Emma Watson. IQ 140. Out of all the actors and stars we have included on this list, Emma Watson is likely not much of a surprise. She just has that X-factor, look of bravado and impressive intelligence, or maybe it was the fact that she played Hermione in Harry Potter - a know-it-all student who constantly boosted her intellectual prowess - either way, Emma Watson is an absolute genius. Emma Watson studied at Brown University, but coupled with her fame and insecurities she has to ultimately leave the university because she wasn't able to dedicate all of her time to studying. She is a self-proclaimed feminist and art lover, and while her personality might be known for a portentous and capricious nature, Emma Watson is undoubtedly one of the most talented individuals in the movie industry. 8. Kate Beckinsale. IQ 160. Kate Beckinsale might be a few years removed as America's hottest actor, but don't forget just how much she ruled the stage just a few moments ago. When one thinks of Kate Beckinsale, you're likely to first think of her dark silky hair, her perfectly contoured face, and her curvaceous physique. But what you're probably likely to forget is just how incredibly smart she truly is. Born in London, she traveled to America at a young age and pursued her acting career, and by all accounts, she has dramatically succeeded. Kate Beckinsale might just be the most popular on our list, but she has fallen out of the limelight recently. Don't be fooled, however, she is as relevant today as she was yesterday, and she is probably even smarter today than she was back then as well. 9. Matt Damon. IQ 160. This one doesn't surprise us all that much. Matt Damon was the star in Good Will Hunting. Not that him playing a genius should have any correlation to his actual intelligence, but in this case, it matter of fact does. The guy dropped out of Harvard. We know what you're thinking. Who drops out of Harvard? Matt Damon does. And not only did he drop out, he became one of the most bankable actors ever. Just how smart is he? He has an IQ of 160, which is... well, it's hard to even explain. According to statistics, an IQ of 160 is the 99.99 percentile. Yes, you read that right. Matt Damon is an incredibly impressive actor, but what might be even more impressive is the guy's intelligence. 10. Shakira. IQ 140. This Colombian beauty has boasted an IQ of 140. A remarkable numeral when one considers that the average population is around 100. 40 points might not seem like it's all that much of a jump. But trust us, it's a stark and tangible contrast that is enough to land her in the top 99% of the world. When one thinks of Shakira, one of the last things that you might think of is her being a genius. Whether warranted or not, Shakira doesn't appear to be someone who's equipped with a genius-like intellect. It's no secret that Shakira can nail all the dance moves on the dance floor, but as impressive as she is on the stage, she is just as impressive, if not more so, when she is taking a standardized test or reading a novel from Shakespeare.
And now I know